Hi everyone. So for this video we're going to look at how to multiply polynomials together. So in the notes you've probably seen there are a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to show both ways. I'm going to show the traditional way first. This is called the distributive property. And so with the distributive property you've probably learned about things like FOIL or anything like that. Now I tend not to use the word FOIL because it only works when you have two things multiplied by another two things. But if you want to say you want to multiply by the distributive property, that's okay. So here it says 3b plus 2 is multiplied by 5b minus 1. So we're going to distribute the 3b to both pieces on the other parentheses. So I'm going to do 3b times 5b, which is 15b squared. And then if I multiply 3b times negative 1, that gives me negative 3b. But now I need to distribute this 2 in the first set of parentheses, and I'm going to distribute that to everything in the second set of parentheses. So I have 2 times 5b, which is 10b, and then 2 times negative 1, which is negative 2. And then from here, notice I have 4 terms, but I also have terms that I can combine together. And so if I combine those together, I'm still left with a 15b squared, and then I have negative b plus 10b, which gives me positive 7b, and then I have that minus 2 at the end. So this is getting your product by using the distributive property. Now what I want to do is show you the same thing but using the area model. And so for this works nicely for those who are more visual. And so the area model is like that box method. So you might have heard area model, you might have heard box method, but really what we're going to do is we're going to set up a rectangle or a box, and what we're going to do is we're going to put one polynomial, in this case it's a binomial because there's two pieces, on one side of the box. Now there are two pieces here, so I'm going to create two rows, and then I'm going to put the second binomial on the other side of the box, another side here. And again, here there are two pieces, so I split it down the middle. And now what you're going to do is you're going to find the area of each of these little boxes that you see here. Okay, so notice there are 4 little boxes here. Okay, and we're going to find the area of each one. So if I'm looking at this first box here, I'm going to find the area of that, I'm going to multiply 3b times 5b. So 3b times 5b gives me 15b squared. If I'm going to multiply, or find the area of this box here, I'm going to multiply the 3b times the negative 1. So that gives me negative 3b. For this lower left-hand box here, if I want to find the area of that, I'm going to use 2 times 5b. So that gives me 10b. And then lastly, for this last corner here, corner area box here, I'm going to do 2 times negative 1. So that gives me negative 2. And so what makes this one nice is that because there are these little boxes that you have to find the area of, it helps make sure that you don't forget something, okay, that you make sure you multiply everything together. So I'm going to write down what I have left. I have 15b squared minus 3b plus 10b minus 2. And notice, just like before, we have some terms that we can combine together. And so I'm left with 15b squared, negative b plus the 10b gives me the 7b, and then the minus 2. So regardless of which method you choose to use, notice we get the same answer.